So next we'll talk about ICMP, Internet Control Message Protocol. Since we know that IP is connectionless, so IP has no mechanism whatsoever to report any sort of errors. So in order to help Internet Protocol to report network errors, we have Internet Control Message Protocol. And at the moment, we are discussing protocol version 4. So Internet Protocol Internet control message protocol is used by the routers and the host to communicate network level information, and most importantly, it is used for error reporting, right? And by the way, this ICMP message is carried inside the IP datagram as we carry either TCP or UDP segment. Right? So it's above the IP, right? It has the three fields: the type, code, and description. Right? For example, you might have come across many of these different errors here. For example, the destination port is unreachable, right? Remember in the last class we talked about the source quench message, where we can use it to control the congestion, right? Or especially when you send, a ping, a command, packet internet grouper. So we receive this echo reply having type 0 and code 0, right? So in ICMP message, we have type, we have code, and then plus we have 8 bytes of IP datagram causing the error, and the description that tells us what sort of error this is. And most importantly, if the TTL value is 0, we know we'll get this message where the type is 11 and the code is 0. That tells us that our TTL has expired. Okay. So let's try to understand ICMP, Internet Control Message Protocol, with the help of an example. And I'll take the example of traceroute, right? Traceroute in traceroute we can identify the routers that are visited in order to reach a specific destination. So traceroute is basically using Internet Control Message Protocol, and here we will make use of the TTL value, time to live value, to identify which path is being taken to reach a specific destination. For example, if I have a node, let's try to understand this with the help of an example. So say I have a node A here, and node A is connected to a router R1, and R1 is connected to another router R2, and R2 is connected to the machine B, which is the destination machine here. So we have a source, we have a destination here, and we want to see which path is taken to reach the destination machine B. By the way, this is a very important command, traceroute, that is used by the network for the network management and network administrators. So first of all, in traceroute, what the source will do is that it will send a segment, it will send a packet, it sends a UDP segment, right? So it sends a UDP segment where the TTL value is 1, right? So TTL value is 1. So I will send, in this case, the A machine will send a UDP segment to the destination where the TTL value is 1. So when it reaches the router 1 decrements its value by 1. TTL's value is decremented by 1, because means its value is 0 now. So router will discard the packet. Why? Because the time has exceeded, and will send a message or ICMP message with type 11 and code 0, right? So this means what's the meaning of this message? The type 11 and code 0. Yes, it means that TTL has expired. TTL has expired. Okay. So next time, what happens is that this source A sends another segment, and now in this UDP segment, the TTL value is 2. So what this router will do is that it will decrement the TTL value by one and will send will send this UDP segment to router 2 where the TTL value is you're right, 1. And as soon as this router receives this UDP segment, decrements this TTL value by 1, its value becomes 0, and then it again sends back this type 11 and code 0 message. And similarly, the next time the next time the source will again increment the TTL value by 1. Next time the UDP segment that will be transmitted will have TTL value 3, right? So for every TTL value, for every packet, this is being done 3 times, right? So our router, the sender A will send TTL UDP segment with TTL value 3 times, right? So we'll have 3 results, and then for UDP segment with TTL value 2 will be transmitted again 3 times, and so on and so forth. So the question is where it would stop. So when it reaches, when the packet with correct TTL value reaches the destination machine will reply with an ICMP message with type 0 and code 3 means the host unreachable, and where and after receiving this message the host stops. And by the way, we have done our we have completed our objective, that was to identify that which paths or which routers will be visited in order to reach the specific destination, right? So we can see that clearly ICMP does not only allow us to report a very important errors such as destination host is unreachable, port is unreachable, and it is also used for different sort of very important commands like packet internet grouper, where we send echo request and we receive echo reply, or for the trace route. So ICMP helps internet protocol to report errors and problems in the network, because IP internet protocol itself is a connectionless protocol.